Hello and welcome! So, even though I'm in the middle of filming another video, I got this in my P.O. box yesterday. Happy mail! And I cannot wait another minute to dig into it. And I did open it and open the inner box because it's a box inside a box. And I'll show you that footage because the puppy was helping me and it was hilarious. Jack, how can I see what's in the box if you're biting it? Foot off. Jack, I see you. Jack. Baby boy. Hi. Okay, I want to see what's in the box. You gotta get off of it. Off the box. Get off the box. You little dork. You're so cute. Okay, are you gonna help? Ow, ow, ow. Release the teeth. Oh dear. Oh wait, hey, you probably shouldn't have that. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's way too many fun things in here, and now there's a puppy in the way. Hey, don't go out the window. No, no. Alright. Got him from going out the window at the grocery store. And there's my baby puppy right there. My Duffy. Anyway, there's so much stuff in here. I'm afraid to go through it right now because, I just got licked in the face. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we get home. It's so hard to wait. So now I'm ready. No puppy. We can see what's in here, and I can't wait. So this was supposed to just be some Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolor pans or tubes that she no longer wanted, and thought I could do a comparison and maybe see if my students wanted them. Ooh, a card, I'll look at that on my own. But it's obviously a huge box, so she put stuff in here that she did not tell me about. It's a surprise. Okay, I could see this in the truck. Oh, I love the Fabriano paper. Very nice. 140 pound, 100% cotton. Wow, that was very generous. That stuff is very fancy. Thank you. Oh, Becky would like this. I'm talking about Becky Tregear. Do you guys subscribe to her? She loves black wings, and I think I only have one. So now I have two. That's awesome. Oh, what a treat. Half the pressure, twice the speed, and I love this rectangular erasers. All right, what else? What else? Strathmore Watercolor Cards. Oh, these are fun. I actually want to make a whole bunch of thank you cards that are watercolor. I did that in a video last year. I'll link that over here. I think it was last year. So I do have some of those left, but I have some more ideas for thank you cards from watercolor, so that'll be fun. And, oh, one that she did. How cute. Oh, now this looks intriguing. Look how thin and slim this tin is. That's fun. Ooh, oh boy, guys, guys, a Gallo Yenmin Blue. Wow, this stuff is like sought after. And she sent me a half pan of it. Oh my goodness, that was extremely generous. I love this tin. I cannot wait to use that. What is this? Sheepdog at Arms. Designs beyond imagination. Oh, look at that. That's neat. Preserving the legacy. New York City EMS green and white. Still New York City's best. Very cool. What a fun tin. Oh, yes. The Magic Watercolor Sponge Erasers. I have a little piece of one of these in my core palette, but it would be really fun to cut some of these and put some pieces in my other palette, so that will be fun. So they're like erasers for your watercolor, just helps them erase a little bit more easily than trying to lift with a brush and a paper towel, so that's cool. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. The Mozart Komorebi. I've heard other people say this Komorebi, I think is how I've heard other people say it, but can I say it? No. Oh, fun. You guys know how I like metallics. I don't know, I like them so much, but then I don't use them very often. I guess I do when I do like makeup scenes. Oh, I just tossed them out because oh dear, oh my. Trying to blow the hair off of them, and yeah, I'm a mess, but that's okay. Okay, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, I just love them. We'll have to try these out. Yay. What else? Wow, this is a lot of stuff. Here, let's do this because it's right here. Ooh, Hanamule watercolor postcards. That's so cool. I'm just about out of my etcher postcards that I send to my Patreons. And I was looking through my other postcards and I have a few other Hanamule postcards, but I'm getting low on postcards, believe it or not. So these are fun. These are the 230 GSM cold pressed. Very fun. All right, so patrons, Patreon supporters, you might get some of these for your postcards. We'll see, we'll see. That's awesome. What a beautiful 10. And, okay, here we go. Very nice bag. I see those bags in like a, what is that, Art Snacks all the time. This looks awful fancy. Wow. Neat. It's like a black stain or a dark brown stain. Oh my goodness. What is this? This is so cute. Sennelier La Petite Aquarelle. Is this the whole, like a whole watercolor set of Sennelier Petite Aquarelle? Oh my goodness. Didn't like to be shipped apparently. Is that, I assume that's what's in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, so these are little mixing areas, I guess, here. I'll have to put this back together. This is really, really, really cool. What a treat. And the box is so cute. I'll get this back together and we'll try that out too. Can I just say wow? Wow. Whoa, what's this? Derwent Line Maker. Okay, so these are fine liners. A 1, a 3, and a 5. Or if you want a 0.1, a 0.3, and a 0.5. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. I'm actually going through my liners slowly but surely, but I am starting to have to throw a few away. Ooh, look at this. Here are all the Cotman half pans. I am so excited. Oh, they're brand new. Did you tell me they were brand new? Probably. I'll have to read through my emails. This is so cool. I want to do a comparison between these Winsor & Newton Cotman half pans and the Winsor & Newton professional paints that I have that I've shown you guys in my palette tours and the light fast tests. So I'll link a few of those over there or in the description box below. Yeah, I want to see the differences side by side with my Winsor & Newton professional ones. That should be really fun. And that's really generous. Thank you. And it looks like a baggie of miscellaneous goodies, but I see a lot of Cotman paints in here too. First thing, a round soft eraser. Interesting. You know, I'd be tempted to like cut this into triangles. Triangle erasers are super handy. Nice. All right, what do we have? Cotman. Put all the Cotmans there. Lots of Cotmans and some Arteza. I haven't tried any Arteza watercolors, so that should be fun too. Wow, so many things. Where do we start? This is so fun. Thank you. I think what I want to start out with first are the paints. So these are the only duplicates, these three here, between the half pans that she sent and the tubes. And so I'll probably make half pans out of these because that'll be useful for the future anyway. And for now, I'm just going to put them in this really nice thin tin here. It's too big for just 25 half pans, but I really like it and I want to use it, so that's where they're going. I just opened up this lemon yellow hue Winsor & Newton Cotman one, and I wanted to show you the difference between this size pan and the ones I have down there to fill up the rest of the colors in. So it is labeled just the colors, so I have to add some more labels, but look how much smaller the pan is compared to these. This one here is a Meeden half pan that you would get anywhere like on Amazon and other stores, and the Winsor & Newton Cotman pan is quite a bit smaller actually, and this is just a generic half pan, just kind of an off-brand, not a Meeden. So I don't really know what brand it is, but it's one you can find on Amazon really affordably. So they don't match at all, but these are the ones that I have that are empty, so I'm going to use them. And this does fall out. I'm sure they all will for me here in Colorado. I'm used to it by now. All right, I have some opening, labeling, and squeezing to do. I'll be back. Real quick, I think I was wrong. I just matched these labels when I said, oh, these are duplicates. But no, this is a raw sienna. This is a burnt sienna. I finally read the label. So we do only have these two as duplicates. There is nothing prettier than a bunch of paints and half pans all together. So you can tell they're all poured, labeled, lots of labels. And I will probably just put magnets on the bottoms for now and stick them in this tin. I decided I was too lazy to do the magnets because that requires a lot of work. I have to cut the magnets, I have to put tape on every single pan and then stick the magnet to it. So I'm just going to try this Uhu Tack stuff and hope it works. It's just like a sticky poster putty stuff. And sure enough, it looks like it's going to work just fine. I stuck it in, dumped it upside down. It's good enough for the studio. Have them all in half pans. This ready to go. Now this is my paper, but it's the same paper that she sent me, but mine is already open. And ta-da! She said in a message just today, go check your P.O. box. I sent you something else, so my son went down there and checked it. Let's see what's in here. She said she was watching one of my older videos and got inspired to send me something else. So now we have an additional item. I'm very curious what it is. Trying not to read the label that's on the other side so that I'm surprised. Ta-da! Oh my goodness! Holbein Artist Gouache? You're kidding me! Actual gouache from Holbein, not acrylic gouache. Oh wow. You guys, spoil me rotten. Oh, I can't wait to try this out. Wow, how generous! Yeah, I probably wouldn't have bought this for myself anytime soon because, you know, I'm on a freeze. Kind of, sort of. But oh, did I want to try this. It looks so delightful and now I can. Aw, thank you. That is so sweet. We'll get this tried out. And since I'm planning a video upcoming with this and the professional ones, I'm not going to do a painting with these today, but I did want to show you the little swatch card, and I kind of made a mistake and made this too big for the tin. I just wasn't thinking. I'm like, I'm going to use the whole piece of paper and have the biggest swatches possible. Well, it won't fit in the tin now, but I probably will move these around in the future anyway, so no big loss, I guess. And I'm doing my usual way of swatching with the water down first, then the layer of paint in a gradient and salt. And I was really surprised how easily these re-wet compared to my professional ones. They're a little bit difficult, my professional ones are, and these seemed fine. And the color payout in the Arteza ones, that's the last row, was really surprising. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna have to look into those a little more. I don't want to buy them, but I'm curious about them. It's all dry and so pretty. So all of those are Winsor & Newton. That's the A Gallo Yinmin Blue, or Yilnim Blue, I don't know. And these are the 6 Arteza ones. Aren't they kind of pretty? I'll also stick all these Cotman colors in the window and the Arteza ones too, add them to my light fast testing and see what we come up with. So we are moving on to the Sennelier beautiful box set here. I'm so thrilled with that. So I got my Sennelier paints out. I have these in tubes and I squeezed them into these full pans and put them in this palette. And 13 of the 16 colors in this box set I do not have over here. Isn't that surprising? So I don't have 13 holes for this, but I made this swatch sheet for full pans, so I know I can fit them all in if I wanted to add them to this, but it's kind of neat to keep them in this little box set. I was thinking I could probably paint this little divider with appliance white and have it be a mixing area if I wanted to. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. The box is just so cute. But for now, I'll swatch these as they are in here. I put them back in the order that they came in on this, and we'll see what they look like. And this time I did remember to make the swatch sheet match the area it needs to fit inside. And even though they are tiny little squares because of that, I'm still putting the salt over on the right-hand side. And then here I remember, oh yeah, the white needs to be swatched over black. So I grabbed my permanent marker and put a swatch in there and let that dry, so then I skip around and do the others. And this is all we're going to do in this video with this particular set, but since I have my other Sennelier set too, we will dedicate a future video to just Sennelier and playing with both of these sets and see if I want to combine them or not. So make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss that. Here are the Sennelier swatches all dry, but what I am going to do is take the bottom part of this paper, this is still the Fabriano paper, and I'm going to play with these. So I'll do a little painting down on the bottom here, and I'll use my thin tape because I want to border around the whole thing. I think that would be really fun. And look at that, there's that rectangular ceramic palette I told you guys about in the last video of my watercolor favorites for Prime Day. So I use it all the time when I need a palette. And this video here stays all sped up in time lapse. I filmed it that way, but I will be doing another video eventually using this Holbein gouache again. And in that video, I will definitely show you some more live footage because there's a couple of things about the gouache that I really, really liked and I want to share and show that to you. One is that when your paper is wet and then you have wet gouache, it spreads really neat. It's just a beautiful effect. I don't know. Working with this gouache, all I can say is that it was a very enjoyable experience and I am just dying to get back in it. In fact, I'm thinking of taking it with me on my trip. The problem is I don't really have a palette for it, which, you know, I don't need one. I can squeeze it out of the tubes and take the ceramic palette just like I did in this video. And I just have to decide, am I going to, am I not? I don't know. I just am dying to get back to it. It was that fun. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm leaving here in a couple of hours, so I'll find out if I have it with me or not by the time I leave. Anyway, you can see how brilliant the colors are. It's just beautiful to work with. And here it is, all done, tape peeled, pretty borders. After this, I decided to go ahead and move on to the Kohlrabi metallic paints, and I put a little bit of water in them ahead of time, and probably didn't need to put quite that much water in them. They really, they re-wet really nicely, so I actually had too much water in some of them, and I'm just using that Stonehenge Legion black watercolor paper sample pack. I have big sheets of this, so I do plan on doing some kind of painting using metallic paints in the future on my really big sheets of Stonehenge black paper, and really looking forward to that. But my list is so long of things that I am dying to try out. So yeah, we'll never run out of videos here, and I am really excited about that. But it does take me sometimes a little while to get back to some of these things, and that's how they look still wet. Here these beauties are, all dry. They are gorgeous. Put these in the list to play with the rest of my metallic paint. And lastly, I want to show you what these magic erasers do, just in case you haven't seen them. So we'll use one of these postcards for that. And let's go ahead and use one of these Sennelier colors. We'll just get a nice wash, maybe a more staining color. I think this primary blue is probably pretty staining. I don't know that for sure. Just guessing. But I bet this deep green is. Get a good bit of that down. Maybe that rose permanent. Just using my gouache brush here, so it's a little different feel for me. Now we have to let those dry, and I will show you the magic of the magic. So these magic erasers are used for lifting, and I usually cut them because I think that's easier, and you don't really need a whole lot, which is neat because when they're small like this, you can put them in your palette and keep them with your palette. So when I lift, normally you have to have a clean paper towel or tissue. I use a scrubber brush. So let's try that on this. So, see, I was wrong about the staining power of that particular color. It comes off pretty easily. The paper did start to pull up, so you have to have a clean brush. It could also be this paper because this is just cellulose paper. And if it were cotton, the paint would really seep in. More than you're seeing here. So then if you have this handy dandy tool, you get it wet. I'm just going to wring it out a little bit. And you use it like that. Same way. And sometimes this magic eraser will lift paint that a scrubber brush has trouble with. And that's why they're out there in the watercolor world. You'll see them in art stores and whatnot. A regular magic eraser in the grocery store, in the cleaning supplies section, also works the same. There you go. Very fun. So I need to cut up a bunch of these and stick them in each of my palettes. Well, there are a couple of things we did not use in today's video. The Strathmore watercolor cards being one of them, and this beautiful Blackwing pencil. So pretty. So I'll have to put that in my pencil bin and sharpen that. This was so much fun, and what a treat. I feel so grateful. Thank you so much for sending me all of this. I definitely want to do the comparison coming up with the Winsor & Newton Cotman versus the Professional, so make sure you subscribe down below if you don't want to miss that. It won't be very soon, but it will definitely be coming up. the rest of the stuff I will put in the vase that I have where I have to draw from to pick supplies when I don't know what to use that day. I definitely want to get into this gouache again. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. And decide what to do with this LEA palette. Oh, just so many things to play with. This is so much fun. So much fun. All right. Yeah, aren't these beautiful? They're so beautiful. Aren't those beautiful? Aren't these beautiful? Everything's beautiful. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know who you are who gave these to me. I really, really appreciate it. It's so fun receiving stuff like this in the mail. And I hope you guys also enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. All this goodies. I just dropped some of my gelatos on the floor. He's so cute. We need to get a little baby harness for him.
Yep.
That'll outgrow in next week. Grammy might have a couple extra from her kitties. They outgrew. Look at him. He's so cute.